All right, mic check 1 2. Going live in 3 2 1. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so today's day 87. Progress. We are still, around that 51,500, 700 area. So hopefully we do get a breakout from that area today. Close the week in profit here. So currently we are up $18.90 for the week. Profit is a profit. Well, let's see if day 87 can, break us out clean. All right, so let's do top down. Now we're looking at the 15-minute here. A closure below this zone here already. I'm thinking of selling this. So we kept on going up yesterday. I didn't even know what happened. Let me check that real quick. Okay, so it did hit TP later in the day, 3 p.m. Okay, so I did good to come out, because then if I didn't come out, 110 would have been somewhere here. So maybe would have made a little bit less. 1.35, huh? Just still money. All right, we're gonna close down all that stuff. I hope it can all be grouped. Beautiful. Oh, the 4-hour. You can also join that. So why are you still here? Oh, this was from yesterday, so you need to be in that or not. I do feel like yesterday I had it again. Group 9. So rectangle, where at the what happened? I needed that to be in the. It's okay. Okay, clean slate. Why you not? Oh, so these two. Group 9. Group 9. My brother, long position. Oh, I think it's this one and this one. You know what? Let's just. I'll correct itself later. Long position. Group 9. Okay. All that's grouped. Let's go look at the daily real quick. I don't know why. Oh, this is ES. Okay. Looking at the 15-minute already, I can tell, below this low, I'd like to get in on this short. Monthly. Okay. Took out the previous month high, kind of working towards the previous month low right there. Previous week low is somewhere here. Wait. Coming from that imbalance right there, which should I draw it again? I think really referred to that spot for a couple of times this week. Volume balance on the daily. And then we end this huge CB here, which I'm not gonna be drawing. And then there's another one here. If we get short, will we get there? Volume balance on the daily, or completely close this gap here, which I'm not going to draw. All right, I think we're done here. So the weekly looks bullish. The daily was taking out the previous day high into a volume imbalance. So in this low of yesterday went short of taking out this low. So already I'm getting bearish vibes here. Previous day high. Previous day low. We want to draw the EQ as well. This one we've seen that we can get moves to the previous day EQ level, and also moves from the previous day EQ to the other end of the range. Right about there is good. So that's sorted. Think we might also mark this here. And I think I'm done in terms of this levels. Previous day, all day low. Okay, I think we're going short towards the end of towards the previous day low. Let's see the 4 hour real quick. I like to see these areas a lot. The 4 hour thing, me not playing with that no more. If we get there, I need to break even or get out. Okie doke. So we are currently in this one. Do I need to mark it? Yeah, so we can kind of like, you know, see on the lower time frame what's really going on. Any 15-minute closures below it, and then it's being used as resistance. 1 hour. I'm going to refine it to the 1 hour. Fair value gap. The 4 hour here, we can also refine it to the 1 hour. Because it just starts up there. Or not. Okay, so the 1 hour, you see you do have a breaker here. Look, this is clean highs here. Very, very clean. What will they do with them? We can go up and run them, and then now come down properly. This is a 30-minute. Look at these down candles here. I think that can be a target from here to here real quick. 220 points. So looking at the 15, I am interested in this right here. Gray 15. That is interesting to me. So looking for a 15-minute candle closure below this point, or if we are bullish, a 15-minute candle closure above this point, and it's that clear. So yeah, I think we do have some equal highs here. So if we close above there, I'll be looking to trade from here to above that area, 150 points. If we close below here, I'll be waiting to trade from here to the 4 hour fair value gap, ideally to the previous day EQ, and to the previous day low right here. Okie doke. So in between those two, for clarity, let me do this, and I might just do something like this. Buys above, sells below. All right, I'm done with the analysis, so let's just chill. I'll go and look at now look at this is kind of like, you know, an entry here, which could be the trade for the day, but again, why would I take that trade? Is there anything I've missed? Okay, we do have this down candle. Now I'll just wait for here. If we miss, we just miss it. It's okay. I think what I have is clear. This is a volume imbalance on the daily. It doesn't have to be in front of our face, and that's the volume imbalance on the 1 hour. I decided to go with the 1 hour instead of the 4 hour, and I don't know why. What I'm gonna do is I'll put it back to the 4 hour. Yeah, let's walk it like dude. It doesn't have to be on our face. I know it's the 4 hour zone right there, and you two get back, or because we could be heading toward you, you can stay there. Now this looks clean, man, for an entry. It looks super clean, but I need a 15-minute candle closure below this point. Current interval only. So I've done all I need for my strategy here. Can you move to the side a little bit? I want to mark out this 15-minute just to see the reaction around that area. That 15 fair value gap. All right, so sells below here, buys above here, and we're waiting patiently. Oh, current interval only. And carefully watching ES. So this is not a consideration. I pull this to, what time is it? 7 to 7:30, and we can adjust as we go. All right, so in the meantime, let's go look at ES. This is all the shenanigans from yesterday, and what I'm gonna do is just group everything. Not that I need to, but let's go to the daily. I want to see the daily high and low and the midpoint. So let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Previous day high. How are you doing, my day? What are you doing, boy? Previous day low. The EQ is right here. So kind of see if comparing the two we can get a clear, you know, direction of what's maybe where to enter or not. Not needed, but I used to do this a lot, so I can't help but do it. Previous day EQ, previous day half point. Right about somewhere here. Somewhere there. Bring to back, so now I click that. Again, also taking the previous day high, likely to get down here. I like this, and I could see it kind of bearish, and then maybe fundamentally Trump kind of, you know, held off on the attacks yesterday, so maybe you can see some short prices now. MES, what else do I need to see here? Their 4 hour is gonna be somewhere here. I don't want to do too much with yes, I just need to know where these levels are. That's it. Wait a minute. Daily, they did take the old daily low here, so let me just mark this. And old daily high in case we get some bullish vibes here. I need to mark that week too, but do I need to? Why not? You're here, do it. All day weekly Q, we're at the okay, we're done with ES. Let's go to the 15 minute. I want to see what are we looking at with these guys. So still same thing. I would buy above here, I would sell below here. Oh, so in terms of that breaker, ES is ready to go. I hope I'm not getting too, you know, complicated with these guys here. No, I'll be watching them from here. So the 4 hour is already confusing. Okay, I got 8 minutes before I can even think of a trade. And whatever. Okay, so the 4 hour is down here. The 4 hour that I have on ES. What about the 4 hour I'm looking at right now? It's somewhere here. So I kind of have now identical levels. So 4 hour currently being used as support. The 4 hour time frame 15. Okie doke. Let's go look at the bias meter here. So if you're bullish the 1 hour, you want it to go into some PDRA. All these markups are not today's, so I may as well just, this is like double lock now. So I might use some of them. All daily weekly Q, so that's the previous day high. Let's just adjust. Previous day low. EQ will be somewhere here. All daily week that can stay, all daily high that can stay. And this was an imbalance. All this is not needed. Just doing all this for fun. None of it is needed. With the strategy I have at least. But it doesn't hurt. I'm not taking a trade until this candle closes. I was looking to get a trade from this candle here, those up candles, and then try to see if we can run those highs up there. And ES has those clean highs too. So probably if we're gonna be going short, probably maybe one of them will fail to take those highs. Maybe. How was I doing? Bias. To this huge Poloko in the building. What's going on? Salome in the building. Poloko, are you in a trade? Let me guess, maybe this other block right here. Current level and double and below. 5 minute of the block. I did say current interval and below. Thank you. What is this? 1 hour the block. This is from yesterday. Well, it doesn't hurt to see it's there. And another one here, the 5 minute. We touched it so nicely on the, but the hey, what would the overall bias be? I honestly thought that we would be going down today. Looking at it fundamentally, well, assuming that if the war keeps going on, then we've been seeing the market just one-sided. When it starts easing out, maybe start seeing shorts. I don't know if that's the right analogy. Honestly, I would like to see shorts. I'd like to see shorts, so let's get back here. Not yet, I'm waiting for the retracement on the second one, which is the same one you are waiting for. Okay, for the 5 minute. Oh yeah, we do have the same thing here. Nice. Around that area is what I'm gonna be waiting for. That's your 5 minute order block. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, lolo. Current interval and below. All right, I better get ready. I think I might have something here. So looking at this, I'm looking for a touch. The 15 minutes is going to be what we're looking for, but the 15-minute candle has to close above. If it closes below, then unfortunately my strategy doesn't allow me to take that trade, and it might as well close below and still, you know, fire. Oh, and then again the EMAs have to line up. It's all good. That is the soup I chose. Look at ES. ES is not closing above. At the previous day high level, and then there's a volume imbalance. The other day, where price went down 1,000 points, this was the same thing that happened. Previous day high into a daily PDRA, and then shut down. They're going to do the same thing today. All right, we've closed above, so again, as I say, in future, this is gonna be my entries. The first entry will look something like this, and the stop below the breaker, and then just go for 1:2. And then the secondary entry will be when the EMAs line up and I get as an entry. Yep, that will be my style of trading. But for now, you know, thinking if they can come and take these highs and then reverse, won't that be perfect? Again, this is just me, you know, stuck on, you know, what I used to look for. Taking out the previous day range and then going towards the other end of that range. So the same thing that happened on when was this? The 26th. Took out the previous day high, went into a fair value gap. The thing is, this is a volume imbalance from a long time ago though, so it might not be a thing. We went below, tried to go above it, acted as strong resistance, but now we're back there again. So I'm thinking It might just be run through now. One touch, second touch. All right, 50 crossing 100 on my 1 minute. Manipulation to the downside. The 1 hour. Weak body weak. I could say that's a PDRA enough. Getting a hold of this thing, man. I'm getting a hold of this thing. Box. Current interval only. I don't need to see so much. Yep, we'll go shoot up. Confirmation of an order block. We're going in. 5 minute fair value gap right there. Looking for 1:2. I'm curious, what level is this? Oh, small imbalance right there. On the daily, get that to blue, my guy. Blue, 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 blue. This is my bias window. My bias window. I'm gonna have a whole picture of 1, 2, 3, 6 time frames. Most important, down the lower 3 daily, 4 hour, and the 1 hour. All right, the other area I would like to buy is above on the 15 minute. Is I got too many drawings. Do I need them? This high is here. This up candles, but then we so this is inverted. ES is catching up. They've taken out this low. Is that London? Yeah, London open. No, London open is 9 a.m. my time. Why is 12 a.m.? is what? 3 a.m. That be New York. New York open. Anyway, those lows have been taken. Same thing with this guy. I'm going to worry about this when we get there. Let me see if we can get some clean charts here. The 4 hour. Okay, I'm gonna pull this back. 15 minutes inverted. I don't think this is a magnet here, this highs. So there's a trend line. Let me see how many points are we looking at. Once we touch the 50, we'll be game on. Trend line set up. Two swing highs In this case is what I'm looking for. But that stop loss is huge. 144. Once we take these highs, I'm gonna be break even. If we do take those highs, which I think we will. I hope I don't get a signal if this thing wants to drop. Because this right here could give us what do you call this? Pick and destroy. Taking out this low, taking out that high. But I can interpret this as buy side taking, and then is that vertical structure or MSS, I think. This is too far, man. Already by the time it gets to the trend line, that's 120 points. I'm still seeing no SMT, which is an indication for me for reversals. All right, we didn't touch the breaker. Blocker, bet that's what you're waiting for. Attractive highs right there. I need to wait for a closure above that trend line. Oh yeah. The previous day high with a daily PDRA right there. I don't know. So ES did not confirm the breaker, while NQ did. Now you can still catch up, but why not? Anyway, ES did confirm the short one here, the down candles. ES did confirm, NQ did not. And I am ready to take that trade, even though it's going to be a huge one. Huge trade. Create a limit order. What are we looking at? 200. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I usually prefer my stop losses at least below this thing, the breaker. I can still afford 518, but that is a bad deal if it's a loss. 280, looking at what, 560 as 1:2. Please do not give me a signal if you are going to be dropping. Just let me be. Okay, I really don't need that. I know it's only one, so I can just buy if I don't have time to set up. I'm just a little skeptical. ES did not confirm the high. Otherwise, everything checks out. The only other thing I'm kind of shaky to is the fact that we are the previous day range high into a daily PDRA right there. Let me look at it again. This what was it? This gap here that we close below with the body. Try to go through, but the body have been closing below this gap. So I wonder what's going on there. Is today the day that they plow through, or is it gonna be receiving another current interval only? Doesn't have to be everywhere. This high is 29,251, and this low is 29,231. Okay. So there's a gap. No, there's not a gap. Okay. So now I do have another swing low here. I still like to use the extreme trend line though, but this will be a very good deal for an entry by 150. It will just be a risky one though, but we can look at least two and aim for those highs. 400 bucks in out. But my rules, not really rules, but I prefer to take the farthest one. So yeah, story of my life. You are in the trade. We did touch that other block. So let me frame that entry. Stop loss probably below the other block. 1 is to 1.5 or 2 towards an old daily high here. So they're now moving. Are we gonna be consolidating this morning, or what's going on, bro? Touch and go. Current interval only. Touch and go. Or it's just going to, fly. Fly. I think I could be comfortable with my large stop losses. Let's go. Go. Kind of a squeeze here. The triangle thing. Boom, bam. Again, that could be a scalping strategy. Just get ready to be faked out a lot. But with one trade a day, you can still make it. Squeeze in the direction of your bias should get you something. The advantage of it is you can get some very small stop losses. Because if we're squeezing up, you don't expect it to come down and break the other trend line. So your stop loss can be at the beginning of the last low in that trend line. And then the breakout, boom, get in. That would be a good trade. A good strategy, I guess. I guess a lot. Is that a second one? So I kind of have two. 1, 2. Oh, Mr. Button guy. But loco, you think I have a career in, I could make some great designs, you know, using price. Look at that. Yeah. Price architecture. That looks like a perfect roofing angle. So what does that look like? Oh boy. All right, let's get. All right, the squeeze right there. Anything could happen. ES. Go and close. What is this? I didn't mark them. Why? Oh, daily. That's the previous day high. It's the previous day low, daily low. Oh, daily weekly Q. Oh, daily high. That don't look like it's the half point to me. The price architect. That could be my slogan, don't you think? Myra Capital. Price architecture. The market architect. That'll be the slogan of my course when I start. If I ever get there. I need to be very consistent though before I start. I don't want to lie to people. So we're breaking down on this point. This is a problem, man. But you'd think they would at least, you know, go up. Even if it will be wicked down like these two candles here. Which is a very high probability. You know, sometimes I think maybe I should go back to scalping. I used to scalp a lot. Get in, get out. The thing is, I'd make a lot of money, then give all of it back. But I didn't have discipline back then. I wonder how it will turn out. Maybe I might do some... Whoa, I am talking too much. And my trade is right there. Oh, we know it's just gonna be one contract. I may as well set it up. Oh, actually, you don't even need this. So I can just right click here and then add an order. I don't need this. Where my stop loss needs to be. So it's even a better deal. 227. If I get in on this trade and we take this highs, I am breaking even. I might take 2 trades today. If I lose, I'll be back in the afternoon. If I win, I might give it another chance in the afternoon. Don't go too far. Yo, this needs to be on market. What was that about? 146. 160. 327. What is this about? Please, if you're gonna be going down, do not give me a signal. What was that about? OTE maybe of this low to that high. It did show, give its hand. This is just 0.62. Bruh, this used to be how you trade. Jesus Christ. There'll be an entry, my stop loss here, and then go for Oof. Stop out, stop out, stop out. Then by the time you're getting a good trade, it's just trying to get back the losses. Oof. Another form of a squeeze here. So now that you like using the extreme trend line, are you gonna use that one? No. Otherwise you'll be in this trade. Salome, are you trading this? 19 seconds, 5 minutes. Did we see any breakout, retest? But no bearish candle. Breakout, retest. Excuse me. What is going on? Oh, whoa. I might hold off on the longs. This is a signature I've kind of seen a couple of times ever since I started, incorporating, trying to, look for divergence between. I've been on that bullish trade, but it's plain. Okay. Yeah. This one is a problem here. Current interval only. So divergence between ES. I'm trying to study if this is something. Let's say I'm in a trade and I say that if I should just get out. The couple of times I've seen this, well, sometimes it's just, doesn't matter really, but I wonder, still need to do some more tests on that. Not a hard written rule yet. Or maybe I do remember the trade from the other day where I was up over $300 and then I noticed that divergence and price retraced. I think it's going down. 187 points of stop loss. Is that gonna hold? My bias meter is still showing me some bullishness, I think, but I don't know why it's not able. Like, if you look at the 1 hour, those highs right there, they're so clean. You'd think if they're supposed to go short, they'll go up, take them, and then now, you know. Let me do this real quick. I will do the same thing with symbol with ES. Let me see what ES is doing. Same highs up there, but now it's dropping. So the lower time frames are already gearing up for bears. Back to ES. Let's look at gold real quick. Gold. Gold is short, man. Who else can I look at? Crude oil. Or what? Crude oil. Someday. Taken out. Salome is out. You're gonna look for shorts if it, you know, gives a signal to go down. For me to go down, I'll have to wait for a closure. Before it was below these lows here, just pretty much the same area. It's for now I've changed to this down candle if we don't see a reversal. Now I think that 50-minute reclaimed fair value gap, I think. No, inverted. Could be a line of defense. If we do close below that, then I think it's game over. That could be a great line of defense there. Could offer some support. So this right here is 1, 2, and then when that just printed like a green candle, impulse buyers, that was them going in, maybe trying to scalp to these highs, and the market just no mercy, man. All right, this whatever still holding that gray zone. ES on top of that 4-hour situation for support. Let me remind myself what it looked like. Okay, body close, and then the next one. Hey, but don't look at this rejection here. If you look at the 4-hour, there's really no bruh. Oof. Still recovering from 3 days of losses. If I see a trade, come on. If I see a trade, it has to be an A+ setup, otherwise I'll lose my account if I continue like this. That's okay. Drawdown is, I don't want to say drawdown is a must, it's just a part of the game, yo. Part of the game. Drawdown. Remember when I started this account, I went down to 49,000. I think the least I saw was 49,100. And 49,100. Did I get to 48K? I don't know. Drawdown is part of the game. So what is my plan here? Are we going to see the same price action that we saw on the day that it did 1,000 points down? Today seem like something similar. But we'll see. Ay. Yes. All right, so I'm starting to gear up for bearishness. So let me get ready. So the new point for sales is gonna be changing. Intervals, all intervals. It's gonna be this candle now, right there, and I can change that to so if I was scalping, between looking for that divergence and then to scalp, how would I enter? Let's say I'm gonna take this to 1 minute and this 1 minute too. Wait a minute. How many minutes do we have? 10 minutes before I decide anything. So I think we're safe here. So this is what candle? The 7:15 to 7:30. 7:15 to 7:30. Check it to the 1 minute. Check it to the 1 minute. Bruh. So we form a high. And then here we do have, this is the trend line. So let me put a purple thing. We have a high and a higher low. I know these people, this is what they be waiting for, especially when they do get to a high time frame pretty array. And then just look for anything to reverse this. In this case, what would it be? Like a fair value gap. There's a guy called Trader Team. I think he does this within a macro. We are not in a macro. It will be from 750 to 810. Anyway. Just thinking out loud. Paloko, did you get in? I think you're going to get in once we touch this order block here. Look at the 4-hour candle, man. But why not trade up, take those highs and now? No, this is suspicious too. On the 1 hour, clean highs. Ah. Look at that. Oof. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's kind of thinking, these highs right here, what would they leave without taking them? I mean, we could still see them leave them clean and drop, and then maybe Monday or Sunday come get them. Yeah, but all hope is not lost, yo. For longs. For me, my EMAs are all messed up again. I cannot do nothing about it unless, but still within the 15-minute breaker. So if they do line up and I get an entry, I'm in. The EMAs have to line up again, because then if the 16 is going above the 100 and coming down, then that kind of tells me, yo, we are in a consolidation. So stay away from that. So ES did get support from that 4-hour situation, and now we're going up. Poloko, I hope you didn't come out. But then again, you never know. So we are above those buys one more time, so I'm going to switch to bullishness. Now, what will happen once we take these highs? This is what trader team, I think, will call engineered liquidity. So ES now might be confirming that breaker, which is good. Good sign for longs. Now my breaker entry that I want to adapt to. Did I close? Would have been smoked. The entry would have been something like this. And if the stop loss was just, oh boy, how many more minutes do I have? 3 minutes, okay. If the stop loss would have been at that low exactly, it would have smoked me and then gone to the other side. So maybe if I felt, well, maybe let me put it below this low, which I doubt, because I don't expect price to come down like this. Smokes you, then it goes the other way. Well, that would be my one trade for the day. Quite unfortunate. Or you could wait for a reload. Set up another one. I'm going to hide this. Poloko is silent. Are you in this trade? Or did you get out like you did yesterday? Salome, was your stop loss hit or did you get out? I'm still curious to see what will happen when we take those highs. I was hoping for a trade like right here and then trade it to these highs and of course break even immediately. Because after the next point, looking at the daily, would be to take out this high, which we might see today. Oh, your stop was taken out. Okay. This is the 1 hour low, lower low. I wonder what ES did. Let's see. Low, lower low. Okay. $4 hour. Yes. But to take those highs. The other target is where? Huh? Oh, S&P. Oh, daily high right here. Into that gap in there. Do I need to mark it? Yeah, I'm tired, bro. You're tired? What are you talking about? Hey, you're tired of marking. What are you talking about? You're tired? Tired of what? Exactly. So why am I not seeing those? Okay, I know what's going on. All intervals. There you go. One more marking of the it's too far. The daily. No, it's not. It's right here. Just one more won't hurt. One more drawing will not hurt. Market tapestry. Here's the Aussie the week, pretty week Q. All those longs are coming through nicely. coming through nice. So that SMT was a fake it in. Not really. Actually, let it stay there so we can know that it's not magic. Those highs slightly taken, slightly taken. ES has not taken them, so I do think there's still gonna be some moves to the upside. So if I do see a trade, I will take it. Okay. What? I was joking. Close to an hour on that one. Head and shoulder pattern. Shoulder, head, left shoulder. That's the head. And right. Left shoulder. No, the head should be here. How do you do it then? Head and shoulders. Okay. It will be like this. Left shoulder, the head, right shoulder. Isn't this supposed to be like this, the neckline? Oh, I can't even draw. Yes, something like that. Head and shoulder pattern. See that? And then at the break of the neck, you take the trade. I don't know how to draw the head. What's our website called? Something Peeps. Peep. Look for our website. Everybody used to go there first to learn how to trade. Peeps. Website. Something. Learn. Beginner. Beginner. My peeps. What was the name? Baby peeps. That's what I'm looking for. Baby peeps. Land Forex. No news today. Oh, they're done already. Poloko, you're quiet. Did you take a trade? I'm sure you did. But did you get out or are you still in? The 1:2 looks like it's going to hit. I didn't get a trade, unfortunately. Salome, this thing took you out and then it's now going your direction. No entry for me. No entry for me. Excuse me. Frustrating. Yeah. I interpret that as you're being tested before the wins start coming. I have to shake you a little bit to see can this one stay. Oh, this is called intermarket analysis. Wow. Baby peeps. Oh yeah. I didn't see a signal or with my style of trading, and I'm still back testing yours, like your style of entry. So, you know, and actually the little I know, I would have taken actually on this order block here. This would be the entry. But then again, yo, I'm still back I'm still back testing. So I bet you're still in the trade, right? And you're about to hit TP. Whoa, not there. So, where am I? I was kind of waiting for retracement, but my EMAs have to like line up nicely. So got messed up on the 16, went through the 50, lined up again, was waiting out for retracement, but it never came. Disadvantage of EMAs. Can save you from consolidation. Let's say we started consolidating here. It would have kept me out. But then of course there's now days like this that I just have to say bye-bye. Yep. I wanted to be at break even when we take those highs. So yeah, me not in this trade. Are you going for full 1:2, assuming that you did place your stop loss below the 5-minute order block that you went in? Okay. And you put your stop loss below that order block? So still I'm getting a grip of your entries. Once I get it all situated, I'm also afraid of changing, strategies and then I mess up the progress. But today was a good day. Oh, I'm sorry. Because both our entries, whatever, lined up. I just have this extra thing here that unfortunately sometimes can keep me out of trades as much as it can also keep me from taking consolidation area trades, which are I can deem dangerous. $6.30, $6.35, $6.40 to $6.45. That right there was just nice manipulation. Boom, beautiful. Retest. Now we're going. So when I start trading those 15-minute order breakers, probably use the 5-minute, like in this case, and maybe have a stop loss below a 5-minute order block if there's one, for some more protection, because I know this is something that can happen sometimes. So let's say I'm using the 15-minute breaker. I have my stop loss just at the low of that breaker, the bullish breaker in this case. I'll see a lot of this. Sometimes price will come, take you out, and then shoot the other way. So probably see if there's a 5-minute order block, whatever comes last, and use it for stop loss. In this case, that will be perfect. Some added protection, but ideal of just supposed to touch, get to the half point maybe, most, then go the other way. But Loco, do you break even at all, or you just, because I think Kimmel says do not break even. Do you do the same? Like now that it's 1.3, you just leave it alone, leave it alone. All right, I don't think I'm gonna be getting an entry. So I might just come back in the afternoon, see if I can get something. The EMAs have kept me out of trending. Let me look at ES, what the price action was in regards to the, no, same thing. IM, same thing. Gold is going up too. The crude oil is going down. All right. I got your position right here. So you're somewhere at 1.38. That should be more than 1.5. Really? How's your sister? What's the progress of your sisters? How's she doing? That daily whatever OBS studio disconnected. Okay. We were disconnected there for a second. Daily whatever right there. We just touched it. A daily CB. And an imbalance up here. I wonder if that's where we're going to. My OBS is getting some issues here. What is this for? Let's see what kind of reaction we get from those points. All right. For our old week. Thank you. Did I write it? Old. Whatever, man. Green. Just for being bored. If I get an entry, would I take it? Isn't it not too late? Are we going to close today above this volume imbalance where 1, 2, 3, 4 days close below it? So we've taken those highs just too clean for price to go without touching them or taking them. Not that it cannot do that, it can. $1.4. Yo, I need to adapt real quick because there is another area here I'd also use it as a breaker. I don't like the time though. Gray 15, and it's confirmed, so if it comes and touches here and I do get an entry, I think I should give it a shot. That's another zone I could use. The 30-minute to 1 hour. paired with a fair value gap makes it even more attractive. I'll pull this to 9 a.m. And just about there is a 30-minute. Okay, let's see this one, if this I can get an entry here. I feel like it's a little bit too late, but that could be the, you know, that could be the move. Oof, that's fire, man. Congratulations. Does FundedNext, is that the platform that you're using? Does it give refunds? Oh, what am I looking forward to? This was the fast or the block, so in terms of, oh, come on. So in terms of targets, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to that one area right there. One whatever. From this low to the high. And now that we might use this break, I might use that too. Then that volume imbalance might be a good target. I don't like the timing though. Just close to 9 a.m. But it is what it is. You have to touch the whatever at least. What does that stop loss look like? Okay. Should I get in on a trade right now, or should I come back in the afternoon? What should I do? Are we likely to keep trending? Are we likely to keep going up? Who knows? Taking out those highs. Are we not likely to come down and breathe a little bit and then keep going? Yeah. That was close enough. One entry. No. I need you to touch the 50 at least. Get into that 15-minute gap. And then I might consider taking a trade here. So everything's checked up for a trade. The only thing I don't like is maybe the time. But a trade is a trade. We just touched that daily whatever. I'll be likely to go in deeper probably. Should I take this trade, y'all? 118 points for stop loss. Or should I let it go? Friday usually has some good trades in the afternoon with my style of trading. Mad about yesterday's lost. Man, I hope I finish this, man. Ish. Lord, help me. Help me, Father. Help me, Jesus. If I finish this and build a buffer, and just get $1,000 profit and withdraw that. Gosh, that's gonna be a big boost for the year. Just $1,000 withdraw. The best thing ever. I'll be looking at 20k maybe. I might take 10k and just open a real account with it and trade a real account, feel how it's experience, not worrying about drawdown. If I just do what I was doing, same thing, but on the days I get, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be adding a lot on the trades, a lot of add-ons. It will hurt on losing days, but it will be good on winning days. Add. Especially once I adapt to this system. Oh, it's gonna be fire. So for example, today, what would the add-on be like? Maybe none. The order block, maybe this breaker here. High, low. Well, but it is within range though. But once we close the above, that retest add-on. What else? Well, we'll know when we get there. Alright, so my rules are I can still get in on a trade as long as it's before 9 a.m. So unfortunately, if we do close above here, which I hope we don't, I mean, for your sake, I hope we do. I will be getting in on this trade. Blueberry. Nice. I thought you're working with yeah, what's going on with my funded futures? Let me check out Blueberry. I think you had told me about Blueberry. And Blueberry has is a broker, right? They got a brokerage, something of the sort. US retail. Oh, Blueberry is not available in the US. No, it is. They just have a special website. Oh, if you are a US person and not an ECP, what does that mean? You may not proceed. Hey. Loco, how do you handle such? Oof, baby's coming down. Alright, so I am cleared for an entry if we do close above this trend line, but that blue EMA cannot cross the 50 EMA. That would just mess up my momentum. It just tells me momentum is shaky. In this case, that indication was wrong because it did turn around and go back. Blueberry Pro Farm. Blueberry Funded, is that what you said? Yep. Let me see what they look like. The website does look like FundedNext. I think they do use the same technology. Couple of them. Funding Peeps also looks like this. 50k two-step. 195, not bad. A 100k is 620. The 100k is 390 right now. That's a good deal, man. So elite, okay, let me put it here. All right, so I cannot take a trade, unfortunately, and I don't think by the time these EMAs line up again. So 16 just crossed the 50. Unfortunately, me cannot take a trade. So I will be, coming back in the afternoon, see if I'll get something. If not, if I don't get nothing in the afternoon, then I'll close the week with $18 profit. Or if I take a loss, I'll close the week with 51,500 or 51,400. Hopefully it gets to be a win. My wife tells me not to be negative by saying if I lose, but then again, I have to prepare myself mentally for these losses, which I don't want to say are a must, but are a part of the game. They do suck, but it's a business. It's a business of profits and losses. You just want there to be profits, or rather you just want the profits to be more. The losses can be more too, but you're still profitable, 1:2 thing. This is very attractive, very attractive. 390. So what is the difference between these two? So far the drawdown 15%, 14% total, and then this one has a maximum risk per trade. So why is it 620 and this is 390? Two faces, lower targets, broad account range, premium challenge with a tight test drawdown control, daily drawdown of 4%. Why would you even be losing 4? I mean, let me not say that. I used to lose that back in the day, but this is a lot. One step, no consistency. Maximum drawdown 6%, daily drawdown 4%. Yo, Poloko, what is the difference between these two? Other than the daily drawdown, I don't see why. Oh, 620, 650 is the actual price. Okay, and they just choose to put a 40% on this one. But still, what's the difference? Apart from the 5% maximum risk per trade, 1.5% unfunded, which would be fine with me. All right, we are down. Oof. No, 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 no. Oh, Lord. Yo, wrong direction, man. What are you doing? Daily zone right there. So back at this 15 minute here, I wonder if it's coming to retest and then resume. So I'm going to get rid of this and then pull this forward. Could be a retest of that area and then low, higher low, another higher low right there. All right, I got 9 minutes and then I'll close the chart and I'll be back again in the afternoon. Hopefully there'll be a nice clean trade. And if it's very clean, I might do some karate. I might do some add-ons, but we'll see. It might hurt me more, or I'm curious, if I could make 1,200, which is the maximum I can do on this account with a 40% consistency rule. So I cannot ever make above 40% of 3,000. Wait, did you get out? Oh. Why'd you get anyway, I don't know. I thought you said you're going to submit, Poloko. Remember, you have 10% of drawdown. You have room. And your strategy just has these days where it performs so nicely, so there's nothing to be afraid of. You got 10R of room. Let these things breathe. Leave them alone. I thought you said you're gonna, so leave it alone. But then again, that drop was scary, man. You never know. It's better to secure yourself. Otherwise, this could have finished. It was too close. Too close, too close, too close. Too close. Weak body weak. I feel like, I don't know. Like you gotta be tested in, I don't know, just it checks you first, see how this one, can we shake him? So hang in there, man. Next week is coming. Because what I've noticed, even with my strategy, is like for the 4 months I've traded it, there's like 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, where the setups are super clean. And, and then the other times where now it's your loss or profit, blah, blah. So I think, it's just staying patient for those times where your setup works so well. So just hang in there. We are still early in the month. Otherwise, this had no business coming back down to your entry. So yeah, maybe coming out was good. Two losses in a row. My wife is 3 losses in a row in her account too. But look, let me ask you one thing, because when I was looking at this, I think I would have considered this first order block. Can I ask why? Like, what made you not take the first order block when it got touched right here, but you decided to go with the second one? Was that like an extra confirmation that you was looking for? But then again, even if you entered using this one, stop would have had to be here. That still would not have been 1:2. All right, 3 minutes to 9 a.m. Clearly, I'm not getting in on a trade. And even if I did get a trade here, my plan was to break even once we take these highs. And it did give like a bonus, a little bit. But unfortunately, no trade for this morning. So I'll be back in the afternoon, try to look for something. Yeah, these zones in this season, I feel like they've been like, whoever's trading them looking for reversals is making some money. Okay. So I was not wrong on that, because I was kind of second guessing why not this one. Okay, I'm getting a grip of your strategy, man. Once I'm confident and I can accept the losses that come from it, then I might just switch to it. It will be hard though. Try to get away from this. I feel like it's giving some good protection, although entries can be late. We'll see. Or maybe find a way to incorporate both of them. I guess you did good to come out. This will be even more frustrating. Oof. Man, I saw a lot of this last week. Profits, boom, stop loss, and I'm the submitting guy. I'm staying. Oh boy, I feel like that submitting thing. The trades that have submitted, that have benefited from me submitting to the loss, have been less than the ones I came out early. Or what do I say now? I do submit all the time anyway, but unless, like, I get to like a level where I think I should break even. what am I trying to say? What is more beneficial? Submitting to the full loss or getting out when things don't look good? I think getting out when things don't look good in the long run is more beneficial than submitting. I think so. But then again, also get ready to, you know, feel it when it does something like this. You know, profit comes back down and then I think that's why it's good to have a journal, so you kind of arrange these things, measure these things. It's 9 a.m. I'm gonna step away from my charts. I need to take a screenshot, but there was no trade anyway, so what's this screenshot for? Plus I will have like a screenshot for what happened the whole day, so I will save myself from whatever. But I'll be back in the afternoon, God willing. See if I can get a good trade. Friday can offer some really good trades in the afternoon from past experiences where it's just one-sided. I wonder if we can get something today. And what would I be looking for? I don't know why I still expect this thing to get up here to that 2 to 2.5 point. If we go down, I do have like these down candles here to use as a breaker, but that will be in the afternoon, 2 hours from now. Anyway, we'll find out soon. We'll see where we will be at the time. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here for the morning, and then I'll see you in the afternoon if y'all will be available. So we didn't even get to that 4-hour week EQ. Anyway, I'm 2 hours here, so I need a break too. So if I was looking at this and I was to keep trading, I would be considering if we do close below with a 15-minute candle right here, I'll be looking to see if I can get in on sales. 50 crossing 100, meaning, you know, my momentum would now be bearish, confirmed with the closure below this order block here. Breaker, which I think has been hurtful, especially if the overall bias, let's say in this case, is bullish. But looking at the 1 hour, I'm seeing some consolidation vibes from Asia yesterday. We're kind of in that zone. We are kind of in a zone here, from the low to the high. We are in a 500 point range. So in the afternoon, we will see it go up or down or just stay in here. Who knows? We'll find out. All right, Poloko, Salome, thank you for the engagement. There's 1,000 channels out there, but y'all chose this one. And we'll see you on the next one. No trade for me this morning. I usually say, you know, no trade or break even trade is still a win. If the next trade is a winner, that's progress. But if you take a loss, if the next trade is a loser, that's recovery. Yeah. For lack of a better word. If this breaks down, if this closes down here, I'll be tempted to take that trade, to go short. And I might be stuck on my charts for a longer time. So let me just close here. All right, closing scripture right there. To the only God, our Savior. Jude 1:25, to the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ, our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forever. One more time. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ, our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forevermore. And I'll see you on the next one this afternoon. And I'm out for now. See you in 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes maybe. All right, Myra Capital, and we out. Peace.